Assalamualaikum, Namaste. I am Daulat Tailarswala from Karachi, Pakistan, and I am working at Rehan School as an online academy project manager. So today we have our students from Rehan School Korangi campus and online academy students. So we have with Ibrahim Graphics Wala, Atikul Rahman, Hamna, and Ibad, and our new students from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Mahirma Hayat, and we have also Mr. Rehan and Masroor and Shuja Ali and Bahu from Manawala. So I thank you all of you who joined our online classes. So before taking start our classes, we are going to take meditation for 10 minutes. I request all of you please be focused and follow the rule whatever in video she will teach us. Okay, so be careful and listen carefully. I'm going to share the screen, so be prepared. Okay.
क्योंकि ये है
Okay, start.
मस्ती की पाठशाला। तो शुरू करते हैं अपना टाइम। वेलकम बैक फ्रेंड्स, मस्ती की पाठशाला में। तो शुरू करते हैं अपना टाइम और फटाफट आप सब एक कंफर्टेबल पोस्चर में बैठ जाएं, एक कंफर्टेबल जगह में ले बैठ जाएं और अपने पैरों को क्रॉस कर लें, हाथों की उंगलियों के बीच में उंगलियों को डाल लें और अपनी गोद में रख लें और धीरे से अपनी आंखें बंद कर लें। और इस समय 2 गहरे लंबी सांसें लीजिए। नाक के द्वारा लेते हुए उसे मुंह से बाहर निकालें। एक और दफा गहरी लंबी सांस लेते हुए और धीरे धीरे उसे बाहर निकालें। और इस समय अपना पूरा ध्यान अपनी आती जाती सांसों पर लगाएं। और इस समय अपने आप को याद दिलाएं कि अब से मैं जो भी कार्य करूँगा या करूँगी पूरी एकाग्रता से करूँगी। प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रहकर करूँगी। एक समय में एक कार्य करूँगी, चाहे वो कार्य कोई भी हो। जैसे कि खेलने के टाइम में सिर्फ खेलूँगी और पढ़ने के टाइम में सिर्फ पढ़ूँगी और खाने के टाइम में सिर्फ खाना खाऊँगी। जो भी काम, जो भी कार्य हम एकाग्रता से करते हैं, वह कार्य जल्दी हो जाता है। उसमें समय कम लगता है। अपने भीतर इस चीज़ को और गहरा करते हुए कि मैं अपना हर कार्य एकाग्रता से करूँगा या करूँगी। और इस समय धीरे धीरे एक लंबा गहरा सांस लें, नाक के द्वारा लेते हुए उसे मुंह से बाहर निकालें और अपने भीतर इस विचार को और गहरा उतरने दें कि हर चीज़, हर कार्य हम कर सकते हैं पूरी एकाग्रता से। और इस समय जब भी आप तैयार हों, धीरे धीरे अपने पैरों को खोलें, अपने हाथों की उंगलियों को खोलें और अपनी आँखों पर रखें 5 सेकंड के लिए। 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 और 0। और अपनी आंखें खोलें एक मुस्कुराहट के साथ। तो दोस्तों, मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आपको अपना टाइम करके बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा। और अब से आपको याद रखना है कि जो भी मैं कार्य करूँ उसको पूरी एकाग्रता से करूँ और एक समय पर एक कार्य करूँ और पूरी प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रहकर करूँ।
Okay, thank you so much, all of you who listened very carefully and follow this meditation. And now I am going to ask the question from Mahirma Hayat from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Mahirma, first of all, what are your feeling after doing this meditation and after listening this? Okay, can you please introduce our audience and our students? What are your feeling?
I'm feeling calm and peaceful.
Okay, so I want to listen a detailed answer. Okay, so please give me a talk only 2 minutes. Talk only 2 minutes about this experience.
Okay, so this experience was so calming for my body. It helped me calm down and be a little peaceful. I helped my body just feel like I should let every worries go.
Okay, okay. So
So I
before did this meditation, you did any type of this meditation in your home?
yes, we do loads of meditation and yoga.
Okay. So after doing this meditation, what are your feeling? And before doing this meditation, what was your feeling?
I feel a bit thrilled. I felt a little like I was not getting into the class that well. But now I feel a bit calmer and peaceful and a bit confident.
So can you please tell me what will be the beneficial, what will be the benefits we will get after doing this meditation when we are taking our online academy classes?
Well, it will feel very peaceful and calming for our bodies, and so we will have no worries
Okay, so why we need to take meditation
to
from your
help us
point?
calm down in some moments that are we are emotional.
Oh, so you think that in when we go into emotion, that our brain going to disrupt. This is true.
It will it will feel peace after like if you're sad or mad, you should do some meditation or yoga. This it will probably help in your emotions.
Okay, thank you so much. So now my question is to Hamna Farooq. Hamna, can you please describe your experience before doing this meditation, after doing this meditation?
Well, I was a bit scared that I won't fit into this class, but after the meditation, I felt a bit confident and brave.
in my body and relax.
Hamna, please repeat again. Okay, and please talk only 1 minute. Okay, you have to talk 1 minute.
Sir, I feel very calm in my body and feel relaxed. And what I learned from this meditation, I learned do one work at one time, and do your work in present movement, and do your work with focus, so your work will be not take too much time. So do your work in present movement and do one work at one time. I learned this from the meditation, and I feel very calm and relaxed in my body, and I am confident now, and I feel.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask the Shuja Ali. Shuja, can you please describe what was your feeling before doing this meditation, after doing this meditation? If you did
Yes, sir. I
it
am
is
feeling well. Yes, sir.
yeah,
I am
please.
feeling very good, and my body is full relaxed, and I feel very, I feel very better. And सर इसमें हमें ये बताया गया है कि आपको एक वक्त पे एक काम करना चाहिए और एक पूरी प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रह के करना चाहिए.
So Ibrahim, can you please describe? Ibrahim, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Okay, okay, okay. Unmute yourself. First of all, unmute yourself, beta. We didn't hearing you. Okay.
Ji, yes, thank you. So basically, I am sharing my experience with you all. So basically, my experience doing this meditation, that I feel very calm and relaxed, and I learned that you should do one time at one time. You should do only one thing, because do not do multitasking. You cannot do three things at one time, because we are humans and we can do things at only one time. And like we should do, we should stay in present moment, not in past or in future moment, because if we stay in future or past moment, we will forget what is happening now, and we will be distracted.
Okay, thank you so much, Ibrahim. Now my turn is to Atikul Rahman. Atik, can you please explain what was your experience when you taking your preparation regarding our online academy or regarding our school curriculum, and after doing this meditation type of things, what was your experience? What will your experience and what was your experience?
सर मुझे बहुत अच्छे जिससे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा रिलैक्स हो गया और पहले मेरे पर काफ़ी यानी कि वो एक दबाव सा हुआ था वो भी ज़रा हल्का हो गया और अब मैं पहले से बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा हूँ और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा रिलैक्स हो गया हूँ.
Okay, so now my turn is to Bahu. Bahu, can you please describe?
यस सर ये होने करके ये बहुत ही बॉडी को सुकून मिला और टाइप जैसे हमें एक वक्त में एक काम करना चाहिए और उसको भी तवज्जो से करना चाहिए तो वो जल्दी हो जाएगा काम.
Okay, so now, now I'm going to request Masroor. Masroor, can you please define after doing this meditation, how was your experience? How is your experience?
जी सर इससे मेरी बॉडी को काफ़ी मैं रिलैक्स हो गया और
Masroor, please unmute yourself. Masroor, please mute yourself. Okay, who is left? Who is left? Okay, so we are going to share our screen and we are going to learn from Gemini AI. Gemini AI, we are going to learn from Gemini AI about Hamna's tomorrow's exam preparation. Okay, Hamna, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so you all guys are ready because whenever you will face any challenge, any problem, anything, then you need to go to Gemini AI, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and ask question. So we are going to learn how to ask to the right time, to the right situation, to these tools. So this way you can learn. Okay. So I'm going to first, I'm going to share the link to Sarhana Lawala. Then I'm going to share the screen that we can learn from Gemini AI. Okay. Okay. So this is the Gemini AI, and we are going to share the screen. So who are seeing this screen? If some all of you guys are seeing, if seeing, then hand your raise. Okay. So if anyone have any question, then you can unmute yourself and ask me that please do this. Okay, so we are going to learn. So this is the Gemini AI. Okay, before Gemini, this tool name is Bard AI. Okay, Bard is now Gemini. You are seeing here that Bard is now Gemini. The best way to get direct access to Google AI, all the capabilities you know and love are still here and will keep getting better in the Gemini era. Okay, so let learn how data is handled here. Okay, so you know that our school main purpose is to teach the kids how to learn. Our school main purpose is to teach kids how to learn with the help of AI, with the help of internet, with the help of R&D, research and dev. Okay, so today we are learning about Gemini AI. So with the help of how we can prepare our exams. So Hamna, can you please unmute yourself and ask any question from me? Then I'm going to ask from Gemini AI.
Sir, my question is about settlements. How many settlements are there in world?
Can you please repeat again?
Yes, my question is how many types of settlements in their world?
Hamna, please mute yourself. Okay, so Hamna's question is how many settle how many settlements in the world? Okay, Hamna, this is right question I written. If yes, then hand your raise.
Sir, yes, it's right.
Okay. You don't need to mute yourself. You don't need to unmute yourself. You only hand your raise. Okay. So I'm going to ask from Gemini AI how many settlements in the world. Okay, so I'm going to personalize my question. Okay, please tell me how many settlements in the world. Okay, then I'm going to tell Gemini AI I am 12-year kid from Khevda, Pakistan. Okay, guide me in easy and simple in easy way in simple English. Okay. Okay, so here we ask the question from Jimna AI. Please tell how many settlement in the world. I'm 12-year kid from Khevda, Pakistan. Guide me in easy way in simple English. ठीक है, हमें उसे पर्सनलाइज क्वेश्चन देना है. अगर हमने सिर्फ ये क्वेश्चन, if we ask the just question that how many settlement in the world, then somehow Gemini AI will give us answer very long in detail with the adult perspective, with the another perspective. So we give the our prompt, our question very in personal way that I am 12-year kid from Khevra, Pakistan. Guide me in an easy way in simple English that how many settlement in the world. Then Gemini AI give us the answer. Okay, so then we are going. If you don't like to read the text, then you have to click on this speaker and listen. Okay, so I'm going to click on this speaker and listen the how many settlements in the world. Okay, so I request all of you, please listen very carefully, then I will ask you that what did you understood. Okay.
Hey there. It's great to hear from you. There are actually so many settlements in the world that it's hard to give an exact number. It's like counting all the grains of sand on a beach. Think of it this way. There are big cities like Karachi, where you live, with millions of people. There are also smaller towns with thousands of people. Then there are even smaller villages with hundreds of people. Plus, there are even tinier settlements like fishing communities with just a few families. And that's not all. There are also historical settlements that people don't live in anymore, but you can still see their ruins, like ancient Rome or the Great Wall of China. So, while we can't give you a one time number, it's safe to say there are thousands and thousands of settlements around the world, both big and small, old and new. If you're curious about a specific type of settlement, like the biggest city in the world or the oldest village, feel free to ask. And if you ever have any other questions, I'm always happy to help.
Okay, so I am going to click on one another time on the speaker that how many settlement in the world. Then I am going to request all of you again, please listen carefully. Why I am saying this to you, please listen carefully because I am going to ask you one by one from all of you. Okay, so please listen carefully.
Hey there. It's great to hear from you. There are actually so many settlements in the world that it's hard to give an exact number. It's like counting all the grains of sand on a beach. Think of it this way. There are big cities like Karachi, where you live, with millions of people. There are also smaller towns with thousands of people. Then there are even smaller villages with hundreds of people. Plus, there are even tinier settlements like fishing communities with just a few families. And that's not all. There are also historical settlements that people don't live in anymore, but you can still see their ruins, like ancient Rome or the Great Wall of China. So, while we can't give you a one time number, it's safe to say there are thousands and thousands of settlements around the world, both big and small, old and new. If you're curious about a specific type of settlement, like the biggest city in the world or the oldest village, feel free to ask. And if you ever have any other questions, I'm always happy to help.
Okay, so Hamna, can you please tell us what did you understood?
Yes, sir. I understood that so many settlements. First, large settlements like Karachi, where you live, there's 1,000 people and 1 million. A lot of people in Karachi, and I learned small villages usually have sparsely populated. They are far away from cities, and large villages have large number of people like Karachi and high population and more facilities. This I learned.
Okay, so I'm going to request Mahirma. Mahirma, can you please define and describe us what did you understood?
I understood it too. It seems that there's loads of settlements, like my city, like the city I live in, Riyadh, has thousands and thousands of people. Villages have some 100s of people, and even tiny farms have little families. So I guess it's safe to say that there is 1,000, about 1,000 um, settlements.
Okay, can you repeat again for our students?
Okay, so there's loads of settlements on Earth, like such as here in Riyadh, there's billions of people, and some, such as Japan, who is a little depopulated. It has not that many settlements, but it's safe to say that there's thousands and thousands of settlements on Earth.
Okay, so now who is going to define? I request you, Ibrahim.
Sir, I learned from Gemini that there are statesmen like in Karachi, like it has more population, but in villages there are population of thousand, and there are less facility like facilities than the city because it is a village and a city has more facilities.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, who is going to explain? If someone is going to explain, please raise your hand. Shuja, Shuja, can you please explain? What did you understood? Asfa, you want to explain what did you understood? Okay, Atik, you want to explain? Please explain.
No, sir.
Okay, so Hamna, I request you, can you please give us second question that we will going to ask from Gemini?
Sir, our second question is about settlement. That what is settlement? Settlement क्या होता है?
Okay, what is settlement? Okay, so I'm going to click on the speaker.
Think of it like a community where people build homes and live together. 2. An agreement to end a disagreement. This can happen when two people or groups have a problem and decide to work it out instead of going to court. For example, if you and your friend borrow a toy and can't agree on who gets it next, you could make a settlement by taking turns playing with it or finding another way to share. Which meaning were you asking about? Or were you curious about another meaning of settlement?
Okay, I'm going to repeat two times again because I want you to listen very carefully and understood that I'm going to ask you what you will understood. Okay.
Settlement can have a few different meanings depending on what you're interested in. Here are two of the most common. 1. A place where people live. This can be anything from a tiny village with just a few houses to a giant city like Karachi with millions of people. Think of it like a community where people build homes and live together. 2. An agreement to end a disagreement. This can happen when two people or groups have a problem and decide to work it out instead of going to court. For example, if you and your friend borrow a toy and can't agree on who gets it next, you could make a settlement by taking turns playing with it or finding another way to share. Which meaning were you asking about? Or were you curious about another meaning of settlement?
Okay, Hamna, now can you please explain?
Yes, sir. Please repeat your question.
The question was, what did you understood? That we asked from Gemini that what is settlement, and we play the figure.
Yes, sir. A settlement is a place like Karachi. So many people live together, and where a settlement is a place where people live together in an organized way, and people all around the world live in settlements. Um, this I learned from Jimny.
Okay, okay, Mahirma.
A settlement is something like a disagreement. If someone has a disagreement with each other, they have to settle the disagreement. Like if one person has a toy but the other doesn't, they start having a disagreement with each other who should have the toy. So if they can settle it between both of them, they could each share the toy. One day they'll play the toy, and one day she'll play the toy.
Okay, now please repeat again for Hamna.
Well, a settlement is something like a disagreement. Like if someone has one toy but the other doesn't, they will have a very big disagreement. So to settle that disagreement, they will have to settle it up. So they'll have to share the toys. One day she'll play and one day he'll play.
Okay, so now, Mahirma, can you explain this in Urdu? Can you, if you can?
ओके समझो कि ये इन दोनों से लड़ाई हो रही है इसके पास नहीं है एक वो खिलौना और उसके पास नहीं है तो वो बहुत बड़ा लड़ाई स्टार्ट करते हैं फिर वो उनने समझा कि हम ये शेयर करेंगे हम इसको एक दिन आप लेना और एक दिन आप लेना
Okay, Ibrahim, please explain.
Yes. So basically, settlement is where like people live. Like in Karachi, there are thousands of people, and I don't know, like million people living in Karachi. And number second, like agreement and disagreement, where like they should like solve the matter between them, not in the court. Like if one kid has one toy, like there are two brothers, and one brother has only one toy. The other brother doesn't have any toy, so they should get used to it and share together, so the problem will be resolved and it won't become a big matter. And they should try to solve the toy matter in between them.
Ibrahim, repeat again. And please speak slowly so our other student can understand very well.
So settlement is like where people live. Like in Karachi, there are thousands of people living in Karachi, and I don't know, like there are also million people living in Karachi. And number second, it is agreement and disagreement. Like two brothers have the same toy, and one disagrees he should have the toy, other says he should have the toy. So they should get used to it and try to solve the matter in between them, not take the matter to their parents and make a big matter. And like if there is like a bigger matter of adults, they should not go to court. They should try to like take the matter between them, and so they should not try to take the matter to the court.
Okay. So, Mahirma, can you explain what you understood from Ibrahim's explanation?
Well, I understood that um, if one another disagrees with something, they will have a huge disagreement, which they'll have to settle it.
Thank you so much, Meherma. Hamna, I want to listen from you also.
Sir, I learned from Ibrahim that this agreement, if I have toy and my brother have no toy, so I have to share the toy with him. One day I use and another day he use. This I learned from the Ibrahim explanation.
Okay, so I
Okay,
think you
okay,
have
understood.
yeah, Amna, I think you have a lot of question regarding your tomorrow's subject, okay, in your mind and in your copy. So can you please type in the chat, and I'm going to ask from the Gemini right now. So this way you will prepare for your tomorrow exam, and our student or audience can learn that how we can use Gemini and Bard AI to prepare for our exam, or to prepare for exams. Any question we have, we can ask from ChatGPT, we can ask from Gemini, we can ask from Perplexity. So right now we are using Gemini. Okay. So your next question is, who was Alexandra? So I am going to ask from Gemini, who was Alexandra. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen. So in Rehan school, we teaching how to learn. Maherma, are you listening us? Masroor, Ibrahim, Hamna, in Rehan school online academy. What is the uniqueness of our school? We teaching our student with the help of artificial intelligence, with the help of internet, with the help of technology, how you can learn, how you can learn, how to learn. Okay, how to learn self. So we are going to ask from chat Gemini, who was Alexandra? Okay, so I'm going to click on the speaker and listen carefully. Okay, listen carefully.
There are actually several famous people named Alexander throughout history. To understand who you're asking about, could you give me a little more context? Like, what sparked your curiosity about Alexander? Knowing any additional details about what you've heard or what interests you about him can help me point you in the right direction and give you the most relevant information. For example, were you thinking of Alexander the Great, a powerful Macedonian king who conquered vast territories in the 4th century BC, often remembered for his military genius and vast empire? Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States, known for his contributions to the Constitution and his role as the first Secretary of the Treasury. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, a communication device that revolutionized how people could connect across distances. There are many other figures named Alexander. Just tell me a bit more about what you're curious about, and I'll be happy to share.
Okay, I'm going to click on another time so you guys can understood very well. So when we are going to ask any question from these tools, we need to listen 3 times. Okay, we need to listen 3 times carefully without any distraction and be focusedly. If we follow this technique, if we follow this rule, then this way we can consume the answer. Then we can uh, understand very well. So what is the answer is saying us, and so this way we can execute very properly. If we cannot understand very well, then we will go to do that dumb things, and that will not get us any result. Okay, so I think you guys know that this technique, the 80-20 rule. Okay, so what rule? 80-20 rule. So 80-20 rules teach us that we need to uh, invest our 20% time, we need to invest our 20% time to understand the subject, to understand the problem, to understand the project, to understand the another person perspective. Okay, then we need to invest our 80% time to do the actual execution, to do the actual task, to start the actual task. Okay, if we are going to start our task and invest our 80% time without understanding the subject, then our total time will get lost, and we will not get result that we want to get. Okay, so I am going to ask the Gemini.
Ah,
Yeah.
there are actually several famous people named Alexander throughout history. To understand who you're asking about, could you give me a little more context? Like, what sparked your curiosity about Alexander? Knowing any additional details about what you've heard or what interests you about him can help me point you in the right direction and give you the most relevant information. For example, were you thinking of Alexander the Great, a powerful Macedonian king who conquered vast territories in the 4th century BC, often remembered for his military genius and vast empire? Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States, known for his contributions to the Constitution and his role as the first Secretary of the Treasury. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, a communication device that revolutionized how people could connect across distances. There are many other figures named Alexander. Just tell me a bit more about what you're curious about, and I'll be happy to share.
Okay, now Hamna, I think you now understand very well that what was the answer. So who was Alexandra? Can you please explain? Hamna, we are not hearing you. We are not hearing you. Your voice is not coming, Hamna. Okay, Maherma, can you please explain?
Yes, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, which you can call from different distances.
Maherma, I want to listen detailed answer. Okay, please give me
Okay.
detail answer.
Yes, there is loads of figures of Alexander, Alexander named Alexander. One of them is Alexander Graham Bell. He invented the telephone so people can communicate from one place to another.
Thank you, Maherma. Hamna, I think your internet is working fine now. Can you please explain? Yes, yes, Hamna. No, we are not hearing you. Okay, Ibrahim, now is your turn. Please explain. Ibrahim, Bahu, can you please explain? What did you understood? Okay, Ibad, can you explain? Whatever you understood, you can explain, okay? You do not get into fear, okay? You even talk one, two words, okay?
क्या नाम था? एक
Sir, I have
अलेक्जेंडर
to
नाम
tell you
का
something.
बादशाह था कि किन किसने बहुत मुल्क फतह करे और उसने एक अलेक्जेंडर नाम का एक और बंदा था किसने मोबाइल बनाया
वेरी गुड इबाद। प्लीज आप और भी बताएं जो आपको पता है अलेक्जेंडर के बारे में। ओके इब्राहिम।
और नहीं
ओके
पता।
एक्सप्लेन। ओके इब्राहिम, नाउ योर टर्न, एक्सप्लेन।
Okay, sir. So Alexander basically just invented the mobile. So like we are using smartphones, the smartphones are technically invented by him. Sir, I have to tell you something that Gemini is saying you need to tell more detail because there it is saying that there are lots of Alexander. Please ask Hamna which Alexander.
Okay, Hamna, can you give us a personalized question? So, which Alexander you are talking about?
सारी लोडिंग हुई अभी से नहीं तो पहले ऐसे अच्छे जाना
Ibrahim, you ask Hamna which Alexander she is talking about.
Hamna, can you hear my voice? Hamna? Hamna? Can you hear my voice? आवाज आ रही है मेरी? ठीक है, मैं कह रहा हूँ आप जरा माइक खोल के ये बताएं किस टाइप का अलेक्जेंडर, क्योंकि जेमना इज टेलिंग डेट लाइक अलेक्जेंडर तो बहुत सारे, आप जरा उनको ना डिफाइन करें, थोड़ा डिफाइन करें जेमनाई को कौन सा वाला अलेक्जेंडर, बिकॉज इट इज सेइंग देयर आर सो मेनी अलेक्जेंडर नेम पीपल थ्रू आउट द हिस्ट्री, प्लीज टेल मोर डिफाइंड। तो सर आप डिटेल बताइए इसकी। माइक खोले, माइक खोले।
Okay, anybody have any questions? So, I am going to ask from Gemini. Ibrahim, you have any question? Okay, tell me.
Yes, like how many planets are there that have life, like in the planets that have water, oxygen, or air, and how many planets have been discovered by NASA and other astronauts?
Ibrahim, ask one question at a time, okay?
Sir, which planet have a life on it?
Which planet have
लाइफ
hello?
ऑन इट, जैसे कि अर्थ में लाइफ है ना, उसमें पानी है और उसमें लैंड है, ऑक्सीजन भी है, तो किस
Okay.
प्लेनेट में लाइक
Okay,
जिंदा रह
Ibrahim, I understood.
सकते हैं?
I understood. I am going to ask Gemini. Which planet have life on it? Okay, I ask from Gemini which planet has life on it. Or now you need to listen.
As of today, February 13th, 2024, the only planet we know for sure has life is Earth. We haven't yet found definitive proof of life on any other planets, either in our solar system or around other stars. However, that doesn't mean life is out there somewhere. Scientists are constantly searching for planets that could potentially support life, called exoplanets. Some exoplanets are found in the habitable zone of their star, meaning they have the right temperature range for liquid water to exist on their surface. Liquid water is considered essential for life ongoing adventure, and who knows what we might find in the future. Here are some things to keep in mind. Our universe is vast and mysterious, with billions of galaxies and countless planets. The possibility of life existing somewhere out there is very high. Scientists are constantly developing new technologies to study exoplanets, which gives us a better chance of finding signs of life. Even if we don't find life exactly like ours, discovering other forms of life would be a groundbreaking moment in human history. So, while we can't say for sure which planet has life yet, the search is on and the future is full of possibilities.
Okay, please listen again. Okay, I'm click on another time on the speaker.
As of today, February 13th, 2024, the only planet we know for sure has life is Earth. We haven't yet found definitive proof of life on any other planets, either in our solar system or around other stars. However, many exciting discoveries are being made all the time. The search for life beyond Earth is an ongoing adventure, and who knows what we might find in the future. Here are some things to keep in mind. Our universe is vast and mysterious, with billions of galaxies and countless planets. The possibility of life existing somewhere out there is very high. Scientists are constantly developing new technologies to study exoplanets, which gives us a better chance of finding signs of life. Even if we don't find life exactly like ours, discovering other forms of life would be a groundbreaking moment in human history. So, while we can't say for sure which planet has life yet, the search is on and the future is full of possibilities.
Okay, Ibrahim, can you please explain?
Yes, of course, sir. Is my can you hear my voice?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, okay. It is telling like till now no, like scientists haven't found any like planet that has life like water, oxygen, or land. But the scientists are like finding uh, planets that are called exoplanets, and they are finding like habitable zone like which high temperature that there is liquid on the planet, and there are so many stars, there are billion of galaxies, and there are high chances of finding like planets that have life like exoplanets, and humans are going to like make like life, and it will be mind blowing, and it will be a history of making life on any planet. So basically, we need oxygen, water, and land in any planet. But in Mars, from my point of view, there is a bit of water that, but I am not so sure. NASA is still researching about it.
Okay, so uh, Maherma, can you please explain in detail? Okay, I don't want to listen you for 30 seconds. I want to listen you 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, okay, I'm glad to um, tell you about um, if there can be life in in space. Well, scientists are trying to find a planet that could that could keep water on, and it could be habitable. But it's a very high chances they could find one. There is Earth 2.0, which could balance water on it, but we're not quite sure because the space is huge, and every second the space expands. So we are not quite sure. But if there is life in outside in space, it will be a big scientific discovery. We don't know. We don't know what's out there, but we do know that there could be life in space.
Okay. So, Ibrahim, can you please explain what Maherma said?
Yes, of course, sir. She said that their scientists are still researching that there are like there are planets that have like doesn't there are scientists have been researching about exoplanets like they have water, land, and oxygen, but like there is no exoplanet found yet. Scientists are like researching about it, but like every second the space expands and there are like billions trillions of galaxies in the space, and it is like unlimited. It has unlimited galaxies, and the space never end. So like it will be a scientific history when like the scientist will just research about it, and they will finally like just found the planet which have life in it.
Okay, so now who is okay? Usman, please open your camera. Usman, please open your camera. Okay, can you please explain what did you understood? Okay, I'm going to click on another time and listen carefully and explain us. Okay, the question was, and the question is, the question is which planet has life on it? मतलब कि दुनिया के अंदर कितने ऐसे प्लानट है जहाँ पर जिंदगी मौजूद है, जैसे अर्थ पर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स मौजूद है ना, तो ऐसे प्लानट और कितने हैं जहाँ पर जिस तरह से लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स लिविंग थिंग्स मौजूद हैं. सो वी आर गोइंग टू क्लिक ऑन द स्पीकर.
As of today, February 13th, 2024, the only planet we know for sure has life is Earth. We haven't yet found definitive proof of life on any other planets, either in our solar system or around other stars. However, that doesn't mean life is out there somewhere. Scientists are constantly searching for planets that could potentially support life, called exoplanets. Some exoplanets are found in the habitable zone of their star, meaning they have the right temperature range for liquid water to exist on their surface. Liquid water is considered essential for life as we know it. While we haven't found definitive proof yet, many exciting discoveries are being made all the time. The search for life beyond Earth is an ongoing adventure, and who knows what we might find in the future. Here are some things to keep in mind. Our universe is vast and mysterious, with billions of galaxies and countless planets. The possibility of life existing somewhere out there is very high. Scientists are constantly developing new technologies to study exoplanets, which gives us a better chance of finding signs of life. Even if we don't find life exactly like ours, discovering other forms of life would be a groundbreaking moment in human history. So, while we can't say for sure which planet has life yet, the search is on and the future is full of possibilities.
Okay, Usman, can you please explain?
Okay, so here is a you know about talking about scientists and which planets is in the living situation, and so his answer so Gemini give an answer in points, and in one point Gemini tell us about scientists are constantly in developing new technologies like many scientists is researching on new technologies, and many scientists is researched that how to make light, and like many scientists is now researching to new technologies and to study explanates, and so this will give us a better chance of finding signs of life. So that's one point of him.
Okay, Mahirma, can you explain what Usman's just explain us?
Well, she explained that there are loads of exoplanets, and scientists are making new devices to make some planets habitable so we could live on any planet, and scientists are researching on different planets to check if we could live on one of them or is life habitable on one of them.
Okay, so thank you so much for all of you, Usman, Bahu, Ibrahim, Ibad, Meherma, you also, Masroor, and Allah who left us, Atik, Asfa, Hamna. Okay, so thank you so much. So we are going to end our this stream for today now, and so we will do another class tomorrow at 9 p.m. from Monday to Saturday onwards. So after the backstage, I'm going to tell you, Myanmar, what will be the your activity with us. Okay, so don't left, be with us. Thank you so much.